You're watching the Weiss channel. Da 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 da. Okay. Today we're going to talk about payout and profit. Okay? It's very easy, but you just have to make sure you're watching. Okay? Based on the previous year's data, an insurance company is predicting they will have to make the following payouts. When you make payouts, that's cost to your company over the next year. An average of 1 in 50 policyholders will file a $10,000 claim. An average of 1 in 100 policyholders will file a $25,000 claim. And an average of 1 in 250 policyholders will file a $60,000 claim. Okay? What is the expected payout or cost of the claims to the company per policy sold? What? Okay, here's all you have to do. All right? What you're going to do is take 1 in 50 is 1 over 50 times, okay, what's the amount of money here? 10,000. Now, on your calculator, if give me like 5 minutes. On your calculator, you do 1 divided by 50, hit times 10,000, and you will get 200. Okay? The next one is 1 in 100. So 1 out of 100 times the amount is 25,000. Okay? Okay, you do 1 divided by 100 times 25,000 and you get 250. Okay? The next one is 1 divided by 250 times 60,000 and you get 240. Okay? And that is going to give you altogether the amount of cost per policy. So, what? So that's, well, now I'm going to add these numbers together. If I add those 3 numbers together, I get $690. That is how much that it will cost the insurance company. Now, the idea for the insurance company is that they don't want to charge less than $690 for their insurance product, okay? Because if they do, they're going to wind up losing money, okay? So, now, part B, the next part of this one is, what if the company sells each policy for $1,000? Okay? That's going to be a little profit for them, right? And sells a total of 10,000 policies. What's the expected profit for next year? Okay? So all you have to do is take 1,000, right, minus 690. Okay? And that gives you 310, right? So that's $310 per policy, right? But if they sell 10,000 policies, all you got to do is take 310 times 10,000. Very good. Well, it's actually 3,100,000. Okay? If you take 310 times 10,000, you get 3,100,000, right? 100,000. And that's it. Okay? Now, I just want to reiterate that this is like a lot of reading Okay, you read through this problem and you throw, what is this trying to say? It's not hard, but I just need you to read through it and make sure you put the numbers together, and it's easy. Okay? Okay, the next part I want to show you is two very simple questions. It's either makes sense or doesn't make sense. Okay? Over here. If someone said, I have not won the lottery in the last 10 weeks I have played, so I'm guaranteed to win this week.
Does not make sense.
Does not make sense. But I need you to tell why it does not make sense. You do need to write, it does not make sense. But now you have to say why. And I'm pretty much going to go with whatever your reasonable answer would be. Can anyone give me a reasonable answer as to why that doesn't make sense?
Because the lottery is random, guaranteed, like winner.
I'm good with that, all right? The lottery is random, right? And it doesn't guarantee a winner just because you haven't won in the past, right? Something along those lines will be fine. I'm going to put it this way. Whether or not you won on previous attempts does not influence whether or not you'll win this time.
Everybody be rich at that point, wouldn't it?
Right? Exactly. Wouldn't it be nice if you just had to go ahead and lose 10 times before you won on the 11th time, right? Okay? But something along these lines, or write it in your own words. You just have to make sure you write something that makes sense as to why. Okay? Over here, you have to use a little more math to give your reasoning. My teacher is going to select 2 people from our class of 10. Now, you might think to yourself, 2 out of 10 makes 20%. Well, you can't think of it that way. Let me tell you why. All right? 2 people out of a class of 10 to meet with the principal. My best friend and I each have 10%. And I'm going to tell you why that doesn't make sense, okay? My best friend and I have a 10% chance of being selected together.
Because it would
Okay.
have to be 20.
Because what?
It would have to be 20.
Well, that is a sensible thinking, but I'm going to go back to what we talked about in probability before the break, all right, why that's not going to work, okay? Does this make sense or not make sense? I want to read it one more time. My teacher's going to select 2 people from our class of 10 to meet with the principal. My best friend and I have a 10% chance of being selected together, meaning like one person has 10% chance and another person has 10% chance, so together we have 10% chance, okay? Why is that thinking flawed? Here's the reason, all right? What are your chances of getting selected, just you alone, if you're out of 10? 1 out of 10, right? 1 out of 10. Now, remember how many people are left after that 1 is selected? If 10 people are in a class, and let's say you are selected, how many students are left after 1 is selected? 9, right? So what is the chances of the second person being selected?
1 out of 9.
1 out of 9. So we need to do 1 out of 10 times 1 out of 9. What's 1 times 1? 1. What's 10 times 9? 90. And if you do 1 divided by 90 on your calculator, you're going to get 0.011111. Or approximately 1% chance. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? So you have about a 1% chance of being selected together because of how probability works. Okay? You've been watching the Weiss channel.